Well folks, welcome to Central, outside the building here, and we're really looking forward to this Sunday where we're going to be able to gather again as a church family. Again, remember, a limited capacity. By this point, many people will have sent their emails to Helen to book a place. I just encourage you to do that as soon as you possibly can. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to walk through the church and hopefully show you all the practical steps that have been put in place to make it as safe as possible when you come along to church again. You'll notice as soon as you drive past the church or come up to the church is we've got these markers. So these are 2 meters apart. So what is going to happen is when you come to the church, we're going to ask you to just stand at a marker and just keep your place there until you're called to go into the church.
So from here, if the way is clear and there's no family standing at the hand sanitizing station, you can just go right in and sanitize your hands.
Once you've had your hands sanitized, one of the stewards is going to take your details. They're going to clarify whether you've got any symptoms or you're feeling unwell.
Once you get to this point, a steward will now show you to your allocated seat.
Once everyone's in and seated, the service can then take place. You have to remember to wear your face covering all the way through the service until you're back out on the street. At the end of the service, everyone's going to be asked just to remain where they are, and in one family group at a time, you'll be allowed to leave the sanctuary. A steward will come and will show you the exit and how to get back out onto the street safely. Just to remind you and to go over again, when you come into the building, you do need to wear your mask the entire time. If you come and you've forgotten your mask or you think I've left it in the car, don't worry, you don't have to go back for it. We've got a supply of masks which you'll find on the table on your left as you come through the door. As soon as you come in, obviously you're going to be sanitising your hands, and this is a foot pump, so there's no need to touch it. You just put your foot on it and the sanitiser comes out. Just be aware that it does come out quite fast. So just be aware of that. Obviously the toilets, we've got some signs up here, only one person allowed at a time in the toilets. We're really encouraging people to only use the toilets in an absolute emergency. So we know that people sometimes prefer to come into the church and go into the toilet to hang their bag, hang their coat up, whatever, but we're discouraging that. So toilets only for those who need them in an emergency. You'll notice these signs. These are all over the church, and we can't reiterate this enough of social distancing. And this is really where it comes down to all of us, all of you and myself as well, that we have to remember to remain apart. It's the most unnatural thing, especially for Christians. You want to shake hands, you want to hug, you want to do all these things, but we just can't, and we can't be seen to be breaking the rules in that way. So please remember to keep your distance from other members of other families. Once you're in the sanctuary, remember that there are sanitising stations on the walls. You'll see them, they're clearly marked, and there's one on either wall here as you go in. There's one on the door on the way out, so there's plenty of hand sanitising stations for your safety. So as you're leaving the church, you will have had an opportunity to sanitise your hands again, and then you'll come out onto the street. Can we just encourage you to not congregate? Again, it's going to be so tempting to chat to people out in the street, but we're very visible here in John Finney Street, and we don't want people to see that there's a large congregation of people out on the pavement. So as soon as you're out, please just make your way back to your car, wherever you're parked, or walk home. Well folks, I hope you found it really informative, this video that we've put together. I hope that it's put some of you at ease in terms of what you're going to expect when you come to church. Please don't have a question stuck in your mind. Please, if you have a question, just send me an email or email the church if you want to ask something specifically. Aside from all that, we're really looking forward to seeing you on Sunday coming, and pray God's blessing on you.